With the great views and the amazing offerings of seafood, you can see why sailor extraordinaire John Sangmeister has made Gladstone's Long Beach a great part of the city's dining experience.
Well, we're thrilled to be here. This is an exciting community to be part of. Now, it's a city that's going through a renaissance. We have beautiful weather, beautiful vistas, and we're thrilled to be part of the community. We have the Aquarium of the Pacific, which is the most visited aquarium in all of North America.
That's why the fish are so fresh.
We want to do the Meet 'em and Eat 'em program.
Okay, let's talk about what one can expect with Gladstone's.
We pride ourselves in the freshest seafood available on the West Coast. We have a graduate whom you'll meet today, Pete Lehmar, who was graduated in top of his class at the Culinary Institute of America and was actually invited back to teach. He's the sort of fellow that can wax poetically of what part of the halibut you want to take your fillets from.
Just for the halibut?
Just for the halibut.
First component of this dish will be the scampi bread that we make. I've got some softened butter right here, and to this I'm going to add some garlic salt, I'm going to add some garlic powder, some paprika, some cayenne pepper, so a little Parmesan cheese, a little curry spice, some Worcestershire, almost knocked that over, and a little sherry. I'm going to give that a nice little mix. And what we have here is a nice little scampi butter that we use for a multitude of dishes, up to and including scampi. But in this particular case, this one's going to be used for making a nice bread. We're going to put the butter on top of the bread like this, and on top of that some mozzarella cheese. Put a little butter down here. We're going to toast the underside of it, and we're going to finish the bread in a salamander. Got some beautiful clams that I've cleaned up here for you. And to this we're going to add some clam broth. To this we're going to add some lemon. We're going to add some shallots, some whole butter. We've got a little white wine going into this. The secret to this is this nice hot pan, because we want to hear these things cooking just as soon as it hits. Meanwhile, we're going to grab our bread, slide that onto this little dish right here, and I've got a salamander up here that's going to make that nice and golden brown. We're going to add a couple more ingredients to it. Leek, little julienne carrot, some chopped tomato, and some parsley. Meanwhile, we'll check on the bread, and it's beautiful. Cut this on a nice little bias so we can garnish the plate real well. See how we're doing now. There we go. Real easy to set this one into motion right now. Plenty of liquid. Clam juice to go with that. Try and make sure that some of these clams are sitting upright. The bread that I had for garnish goes right up here on top like this. Give a nice little color. And of course we'll serve that with lemon, in case you'd like to enjoy more lemon with your dish. And there you have it. Wonderful steamed clam appetizer here at Gladstone's. About 1.25 pounds of clams, cheesy scampi bread. See, I got plenty of broth in there, so that's just about perfect. We have our ahi special. Of course, here at Gladstone's you can get all of our fresh fish simply grilled or blackened, and we try and make some kind of special with each fish on the menu. The ahi tuna, which you see right over here if you follow my hand, is that beautiful piece of fish right there. And what we're going to serve with that is a combination of a few things that we're going to make. We're going to grill mark this baby bok choy. We're going to make a wasabi cream sauce, and my wasabi just fell over. But basically what this is we've got some sour cream here with a little bit of salt, and we've got some wasabi. This is your basic powdered stuff that you add a little water to make the consistency that you want. But we'll throw that together, and we'll just give this a nice little mix. It's designed to enhance the dish, not be something that's so spicy hot that you can't handle it. So there's the garnishing sauce that we have right there. What we're going to do with this sauce is put it into this pastry bag. Basically, that's going to be ready to squeeze onto our dish when we're ready to go. The next sauce that goes with this is what we call the ahi sauce, simple name for it. So it's basically made with water, low sodium soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, and this sauce here needs to come to a boil. And what we do is we're going to tighten that up just a little bit with cornstarch. The cornstarch will give the sauce a nice little viscosity to it. And the goal here is that you bring the sauce up to a boil, add your cornstarch real slowly, and we're going to let it cook out for a few minutes. Pour it in there slowly. So we're going to put that on the back burner and come over here to our wonderful piece of fish. But basically, you look at this beautiful piece of fish here. Ahi tuna, we're going to cut away this bloodline that's in here and clean it up real nice. But now we've got this nice beautiful piece like this. So we're looking at about a nice little 7-ounce piece of tuna, just like that. Next, I've got some shiitake mushrooms. Just a quick little slicing of these things. And we're going to saute them with a little bit of garlic. Got some garlic, a little bit of olive oil. Get that started. Shiitake mushrooms, pinch of salt and pepper. And those things are working. Our sauce is working, but I actually have already made the sauce because we don't have time to wait for this big bad boy to come up to a boil. It's got a nice consistency to it, nice viscosity. It's going to stick to the top of the fish. So the dish kind of all comes together at the last moment because the ahi tuna is seared with it being raw in the center, very desirable for this type of fish. Just a simple little seasoning of salt and pepper on both sides, and that's going to go onto the grill. Give that quick little sear. Meanwhile, I'm coming back and over here, I'm going to grab these baby bok choy, a little oil on these guys, and a little salt and pepper, and they're going to go right under the grill. Meanwhile, we've got this ahi working on the flat top here, raw in the middle and seared on both sides. It's perfect, just like that. Slide him here for a second. Come back over here and grab our shiitake mushrooms. Perfect. We got mushrooms that are, you know, still holding their shape, but yet they're cooked and they're soft and they're full of their flavor. So they're not all mushy, yet they're not hard. And here comes the baby bok choy. The mushrooms are going to go right here in the center. And now that beautiful piece of fish is going to go right on top of this thing, just like this. It's got a nice flat surface to it. We're going to get this beautiful ahi sauce and garnish it right over the top. See how it kind of sticks? It has just enough viscosity to just kind of nicely stick onto the plate right there. And the last part of this equation now is that wasabi cream sauce. I just want to make some nice little lines here across. We'll put that away. Using a knife or using a toothpick or a skewer, here's how us chefs make those fancy little designs with sauces that you see. And there you have it. Of course, no visit's complete without the clam bake here at Gladstone's. There it is. Live Maine lobster, king crab legs, peel and eat shrimp, steamers, corn, and red potatoes. A feast for two.